Okay, with everything that we do in math, once we learn to go one way, we have to learn also to go backwards. We have to be able to undo everything that we do. So if we learned how to go from a improper fraction to a mixed number, we also then need to know how to go from a mixed number back into an improper fraction. Okay, but before we do that, let's see if we can find some relationships here. A while ago, we did the division of 5 divided by 3, and we said 3 goes into 5 one time. 1 times 3 is 3, and then when we subtract, we get 2. So we wrote that as 1 and 2/3 as a fraction. All right, now how do you go through and check your division to make sure that you're correct, make sure you didn't make a mistake? Well, we always multiply our quotient times this number, and then we had to add our remainder. Remember that? So we had to multiply 1 times 3 would give us 3, and then we added our remainder, which is 2. So 3 plus 2 would be 5. Okay? Do you see any relationship between these numbers and these numbers that we just used to check or to go backwards from our division? We multiplied the 1 times the 3, and then we added the 2 when we were done. This is exactly how we change a number from a mixed number back into an improper fraction. If we were to multiply here, that would be 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5, and then we always write that over our divisor there, that 3, that denominator. Okay? Let's see if we can do some problems, see how this works. Okay? Here we have a number, 1 1/4, and we're going to change that into an improper fraction. So in order to do that, we multiply diagonally, and then we add the remainder, or our numerator. So when we multiply, 4 times 1 would be 4, plus 1 would be 5. And then remember, our denominator here was a 4, so we're going to keep that same denominator of 4. This is 5/4. Now if we wanted to check it, we could always check it by doing the division. If we took 5 and divided by 4, 4 would go in there one time. 1 times 4 is 4, and we would have 1 left over. So this would be 1 whole one and 1 out of 4 left over. So we would get right back to our mixed number. That tells us that this checks. Okay. Here we have another one that says 3 3/8. So again, our procedure says that we're going to multiply, going the first step diagonally, and then we're going to add our numerator, or what would be our remainder. So 8 times 3 would be 24, plus 3 would be 27. Now our denominator here was 8, so we're going to keep that 8. This would be 27 over 8. And again, you could check it by doing the division and making sure you got right back to that same fraction, or mixed number rather. All right, here we have another one, 4 10/11. If we were to change this into an improper fraction, we would have to multiply and then add. So 11 times 4 would be 44, plus 10 would be 54, and our denominator was 11, so we're going to keep that. This would be 54/11. Last example here. Doesn't matter even if the numbers get larger. We do the same exact procedure. Multiply, then add. So we would have to multiply 17 times 15, which would be 5, 8, and 17, so 5. So it looks like that is 255. And whenever we add 14 to that, we get 269. So that would be 269 over the denominator of 15. That is our improper fraction.